Hi everyone and welcome to my place. I absolutely love and adore oregano or oregano for cooking with. It's the most beautiful fragrant herb with the most wonderful smell. But the essential oil that you get from oregano has all these wonderful qualities, and I'm talking about anti-bacterial, anti-fungal, anti-viral. It's an antioxidant and it's an anti-inflammatory. And today I'm going to show you the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make an arrangement for the countertop, and then we'll go on and we do something for nail fungal and age spots and all sorts of other lovely little things that you can do with it, especially for those aches and pains that we all seem to get. So what I've done here, and I'll just pull those out of there. The first thing I want to do, as I said, was to show you how to do a countertop arrangement. What I've got here are 2 oregano plants, 2 of the variegated ones. I love that with this type of designing, you can actually pick away at it and it continues to live on your countertop. Into this, I've got a trough here that I've paint finished with my milk paint. It's a wonderful way of aging and sort of shabby chiking and making things a bit rustified for putting especially herbs into it. So the recipe up there. The other thing is I've got a block of wet foam, and you need to put it so that when you or cut a piece big enough so that when you put it into your container, you've got enough room to put one of your herbs at one end and one at the other. Now what I did was I went out to the garden and I've tried to get all the sort of like edible things that I can use for my cooking at the same time. Now I've used some bay or some laurel here. It's a bit floppy because I've got new growth because we're into spring growth here, and I'm just going to put a little clustered group of those down there. Even though they are a little bit droopy, they will pop up. I love how they do that. So I'm going to put those into there, and I've got one more piece which I'm going to bring into there, and that can go to there. I've also got some lovely sprigs of rosemary which I'm going to put into a group beside that. You could actually put living ones if you had them, but I've got mine are all sort of starting to sprout, and I just thought, well, this would be quite a good idea. Just use this up if you don't have access to flowers. Bunch those up in little clustered groups, and I'll just take that little bit of excess out of there, push that into there. Now, the other thing that I have got is my parsley. I don't know how in spring growth the parsley could have gone to seed, but it has. But I've got one wee piece that I'll put into there. That won't last very well. It doesn't, parsley. But I've got these beautiful flowers, and I just thought that they could be quite attractive just placed into here. Now these are, as I said, these are the things, the type of arrangements that I put on my countertop, but I also give them away as hostess gifts or for little presents throughout there if I'm going anywhere for dinner. And the other thing that I've done in the past with these is I've used them as wedding centerpieces on tables. Look really very nice. Now the other thing that I've got here is just a few coffee berries. Something's happened to my coffee tree and I just do not know. But I just thought that those little berries all sort of like connected in with the design that we're doing. I'll put a couple over to the back there because I've only got 4. But how easy and quick is that to put together something living, something edible, something for on the countertop, a beautiful gift, and I'm incorporating the beautiful oregano or oregano as you call it on the other side of the word, but as we call it here, the oregano. So I hope that's been of some assistance to you. Now I'll just clear the decks, and when I come back I'm going to show you how to make a really lovely first aid sort of like roll-on. I call it my first aid roll-on for when there are scratches and I need sort of like a natural sort of antibiotic. So I'll be back to show you how to do that very soon. To make the lotion, it's really quick and easy, and it's such a good antibacterial lotion to have on hand. Into a little roller bottle, add about half a tablespoon of a jojoba. You could use a fractionated coconut, sweet almond, whatever you've got on hand. And then into that, it's simply adding 2 drops of oregano, 2 drops of frankincense, 2 drops of lavender, and 2 drops of helichrysum, which I've already got measured out. Drop those into there, dip that into there, and then it's just a matter of putting your roller bottle lid onto that. I have this in my bag for going whenever I need it. It's on hand, ready to go. Leave that for about a week in a dark place, then put it in your handbag when you're out and about and you've got a little emergency. You can just give that a little roll over and just sort of like dab it until it is absorbed into the skin. Right, the next thing I want to show you how to make is an Oregano anti-inflammatory sore muscle body blend, and it is fabulous. Let me clear the decks and I'll be right back. I find this very beneficial after I've been to ballet, or I've been outside in the garden, or I've been doing something really hard and strenuous and I've got really sore muscles. Into a little dropper bottle, I'm going to put about 30 mils of a jojoba. That can go into there, or whatever carrier oil you like. And then to that, it is 10 drops of oregano. 10 of those go into there. Put the lid on. Actually, I use one of these wee lids here. Put the lid on, and then for anything that's sore or aching, and this just lives in my ballet bag, it's just a matter of putting a small amount into your hand and then just rubbing that effect. In fact, my elbow's very sore. I shouldn't have carried what I did up those stairs this morning. It's beautiful, and it's got a lovely fragrance about it, and it's also quite warming, so it's really nice for helping to relax those muscles that are sore and tense. Hope you've enjoyed that. I'm getting through quite a bit today. Now the next thing I want to show you is a really good shampoo if you've got a dry scalp or you've got a bit of dandruff. So easy. I'll be back in a minute. Let me clear this off. For dry and itchy scalps and a bit of dandruff, give this a go. It might work. I'm not a doctor. I'm only having a natural approach to it, but I have found that it works really well in this house. So into a container, I put a couple of tablespoons, or enough for washing your hair, which is round about a tablespoon, isn't it, of natural shampoo into there. And then I just follow that up with 2 to 3 drops of oregano. Put the lid on that. Give it a good shake up, and then when you're washing your hair, apply a good lathering up and get into your scalp and give it a good scratch around there, and then rinse well and just condition as normally, and fingers crossed it works. Let me know. Right, the next thing I want to show you is a fantastic antifungal nail application that I've discovered. Give me a minute to clear this down and I'll be back. This is absolutely fabulous, according to my husband, who had all the drugs in the world and nothing worked, plus the nail polish for over a year. It works, according to him. I don't know, because I haven't tried it, but do give it a go and let me know. Into a roller bottle, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of carrier oil. I'm using a jojoba because that's what I love in this house. We seem to like in this house. Lift that up, so nearly made a mess. And then into that, it's just 5 drops, 2, 3, 4, 5 drops of the oregano oil. Put the roller onto that, the wee roller top. Don't forget to put a label on it. Give that a shake, and said husband uses it twice a day and it's nearly gone. So give it a go and let me know how you get on. Now the last thing I want to show you is a recipe that an old friend of mine gave me for age spots. Or those spots that I used to call them bad-tempered liver spots, but evidently, according to my nan, it comes with age. So give me a minute to clear all this and I'll show you how easy it is to make. And here it is. It's so super easy, but it works. It's just 1 tablespoon of your lotion. Put that into your container. Put that into there like that. And 1 drop of oregano goes into there, and then you just give that a wee mix up like so, and then apply to the back of your hands or wherever you've got those age spots. Now I just need to give you a little cautionary warning here. If you are pregnant, don't use oregano essential oil in any form anywhere. If in doubt for any of the things that I have made today, please just refer to do some research yourself to just make sure that it's okay for you. I hope you've enjoyed that, and let me just run through all these again with you so that we're all up to speed. So we've got the shampoo for the itchy scalp and a bit of dandruff. We've got the fungal. We've got, oops, let me just put that there. We've got, put the lid on that, the age spots. We've got the, what was that one there? Oh, that's the sore muscles. That one there is your first aid antibacterial on the go. And we've also got this beautiful arrangement for the kitchen top. Easy ways with a simple, beautiful plant called oregano. I hope you've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed sharing with you. And for all of you that have been sending me in Gmails, I'm getting to them as we speak now, and I'm thrilled with the response. So thanks for watching. Thanks for spending time with me, and I look forward to seeing you all again another day. See you another day.